TBR for May. This video meant to go up last week, and today I don't feel well, so we're just gonna do this really quick because I have another video to start filming right after this. Typically I bring my TBR car and I have it here beside me, but honestly majority of the time I don't pick any books from the TBR car. I just have it here as an ornament. The camera is weird. I'm using my tripod. My tripod wasn't working. The camera wouldn't go on it, so I asked my boyfriend, like, can you look at it and try and fix it? Fix it in 2 seconds. So I'm actually just an idiot. I did pick a TBR for April and I think I read one book off of it, but we have nice weather right now. I do think I gave myself a bit of like sunstroke or something, and not actually, I'm being a bit dramatic, but I woke up this morning and I was in the sun yesterday for about 4 hours, but I woke up and I'm extremely dizzy and I don't feel well, so I think I spent too long in the sun and not enough water, so I'm going to pick, I think 5 or 6, we're gonna see. Let's see how we feel after 5. A book you recently got. Okay, I got 2 books last week. Let me get them. Okay, first one was Walden Wrangled by Letta Sage. This is the last book in the Rebel Blue Branch series. I've really enjoyed so far, but I just read Powerless by Elsie Silver, and I don't want to get into another like small town. I know I'm going to read it this month anyway. I'm doing a reading vlog, but I don't know what book I'm going to read in that yet. So I'm not really thinking about that, but I really do want to read this. I also bought The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I haven't read the Magnolia Park series yet, but I know I'm gonna love it, but I'm scared to read it because then I've read it and I can't read it again for the first time. So I kind of want to read this. As far as I know, this is standalone, but I'm not too sure. I'm gonna do Walden Wrangled. This one, as far as I know, is Single Mom. That's it. I don't want to say anything else because I feel like anything else I say is a spoiler for what happened at the end of the last book. These are interconnected standalones. You don't have to read them in order, but I have to read everything in order because otherwise I'm not going to enjoy it. This is the first one on the TBR for... Did I say April this time? For May. For May. This top makes me look like I have like a hunchback. Maybe I actually do because my posture is actually a bit ridiculous. Romance book. Okay, the access, I wasn't going to pick a romance. This doesn't really narrow down my choices because the majority of my books are romances. Okay, give me a second. Let me pick out a few. Well, not my SD card reader just sat in my bookshelves. Okay, so I've picked out a few that I've wanted to read. My dog's going to start barking and this is so annoying. Also, the lighting is really weird. The window's right here, but I can't face the window because my bookshelf is behind me, so we have to deal with the weird glare. Anyway, options are Daydream by Hannah Grace, mainly because, well, is this the last one in the Mapleton series? Because I feel like this one came out maybe not that long ago actually, I don't know, but I feel like there's been nothing about the rest of the series, but I did see this one just got added to Kindle Unlimited, so now I really want to read it. Then I have Reckless by Elsie Silver. I just finished Powerless, like I said, and I immediately want to read this one. The little glimpses we got of Theo Winter, I feel like this one's gonna be my favourite. Like, I'm already in love with him. Then I have Funny Story by Emily Henry. What is that? That's just a receipt. Okay, I thought my book was broken. Obviously her new book just came out last week. I don't know when this video is going up, but anyway, her newest book just came out. I think it's been out a week, and I went on Goodreads yesterday just to like say that I finished Powerless, and I seen Larry Reads and Ellen both give it 2 stars. So I don't know, I'm not the biggest Emily Henry fan. I really did enjoy Happy Place, but the other ones, I read Beach Read and Book Lovers. I didn't really like Beach Read at all, but I read that when I first got into reading. I think I went into it thinking it was a romance, when I feel like Emily Henry books you shouldn't really go in expecting much of a romance plot. So I do want to read this one now before I maybe read her new release. I'm not sure if I'm going to read her new release. I'm waiting for Sarah to read it and then I'll make my decision. This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I think this is going to be the one that I read because it's floppy. I thought I was done reading Carly Fortune books. I really liked Every Summer After, and then Meet Me to Lake. I hated that book, like actually hated that book. I didn't like the trope in it. Okay, maybe a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm going to say what trope it was that I didn't like. The cheating trope. It wasn't actually like physically cheating, but they were emotionally cheating. So I was like, I can't read for them. So I wasn't going to pick this one up, and then I heard so many great things. But it is, again, a then and now timeline, and I'm kind of not... I don't really like those timelines anymore, but I don't think I've read a book with that timeline since I've read... Maybe it's Happy Place, that was dual timeline. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've read dual timeline, so I think I might do this one. But she has a new book coming out at the beginning of May, so maybe I should read this and then go to her new book. I know they're not connected, but I need to read them in release order, because that's what I've started doing now. Okay, we're gonna do this one. I don't actually know what it's about. Oh, is this where she like meets... I think she meets her best friend, or her best friend's brother, but and like they have like a one-night stand or something. I don't really know. She doesn't realize it's her best friend's brother, and then it's a bit dramatic, I suppose. I don't know. So This is the second one added to the TBR for May. Free pick. Okay, I don't actually like free picks because how am I supposed to pick? The reason I do a TBR for the month is so that I don't have to pick. Okay, actually, I want to pick. Do I pick this one or do I pick Daydream? We're gonna go Breakfast by Elsie Silver. I have to read it. I have to continue. I'm gonna be so sad that when the series is over, but she has so many other books I haven't read yet. I've only read the first 3 in Chestnut Springs by her, so I have like her other 2 series to go through. And she's a new one coming out end of this year at some point. I don't know, but this one is Accidental Pregnancy Trope. That's not a spoiler. It's on the back, I'm pretty sure. That's all I know. I don't really know anything else. I know Theo. I know Winter is Summer's sister from the first one. That's all I know. So this is gonna be my favorite. Imagine it isn't, but I think it will be. Book with less than 300 pages. I don't know if I have a book that's less than 300 pages, so I'm gonna have to go a little bit of a deep dive here. Maybe Normal People. I had Normal People on my TBR for last month and I didn't get to it, obviously. Oh, this is less than 300 pages. Okay, let me have a look at the other ones. The Predator by Brunex is 303 pages, so I don't think I would have read this one anyway. I think that is the only book on my TBR that is less than 300 pages. There probably is another one that I can't see. Like obviously like Finding Perfect by Colleen Hoover, but I'm not reading that right now. So we're going to Normal People by Sally Rooney. I do actually really want to get to this. I picked it for last month's TBR because I was watching Normal People. I watched 6 episodes in one day and then didn't finish the series. I don't know why I did that, but I didn't finish it. So this one basically about 2 people that just can't figure it out and be together. That's the only description I have. Like, it doesn't make any sense to be together, but they're just so, I don't know. That scares you. All my books scare me. Let me pick one that actually scares me. Do we do The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings? So I am a bit terrified to read this book. Or do we start a fantasy? Because I am terrified of reading fantasy. The Kingdom of the Wicked, that trilogy, I've read the first one. I started the second one on audiobook and then softy enough it because I just couldn't. I didn't know what was going on. I say softy enough. I listened to maybe 10 minutes and I stopped. Do I want to start a fantasy series? Do I do that? What's a good fantasy series to start? I don't know. I have fantasies on the floor. I was making some shorts, so I have a stack of fantasies on the floor. I feel like the best place to start with fantasy, well, I don't know because I haven't read fantasy, but I kind of want to do either Caraval first or what was the other one? I can't remember. Oh my god. Shatter Me or Powerless, and I just don't know which one to pick. But I feel like I want to start with Shatter Me. Do we start Shatter Me? Oh my god. I'm so dramatic. Calm down. This is such a long series too. Do we start with Shatter Me? Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do something that actually does scare me. Because I would have picked this, but like this doesn't actually scare me that much. I'm just being slightly dramatic. Take a shot every time I say dramatic in this video. This one is about a girl who has a lethal touch. So she is locked in a cell by the re-establishment. The re-establishment wants to use her as a weapon, but Juliet has other plans. Oh god, I'm scared, but I'm gonna read it. I have all the books, so there's 6 books. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 novellas, but like there's 2 novellas. There's 2 novellas in each book. Okay, we're starting Shatter Me this month. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm gonna pick one more now because I can't leave it on that. I can't be so scared of the last book I picked. Unlimited book. I'm just gonna be boring. I'm gonna say Daydream by Hannah Grayson. Let me look at the other ones. Let me just look. No. Okay, we're gonna do this one. This one, I don't actually want to spell. I think it's like a typical good girl, bad boy trope. And I think she has, is this fake dating? Maybe it's not. I don't actually know what this is about. Also, I thought for ages, I've said this in so many videos, but I did think for ages that Henry, when I read Icebreaker, I thought Henry was in a wheelchair. I don't know why that is. Is there someone else in a wheelchair? I can't remember, but I thought Henry was in a wheelchair, but he clearly isn't. He's also like the goalie or something. Oh, he's a captain. So, he's actually not in a wheelchair. I'm gonna read this soon before it gets taken off Kindle Unlimited again because I can't be doing that. I need to read it while it's on Kindle Unlimited because holding a physical book, even though I love my books, holding a physical one, it's not for me. And they're all books I plan on reading in May. Let me hold them properly. I feel like it's all romance, but that's, oh, we have one fantasy. Okay, I'm actually gonna try and reach Shatter Me. Like, I'm actually gonna try to reach Shatter Me and get off my TBR. That is that. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you so soon in the next one. Bye.